We are live, Jake. We are live for another second edition of the No Regulations podcast. Doing a little intro to Melbourne. Melbourne, as they call it down under. Be
If they,
interesting.
yeah, if they all get there.
Right. If they make it. It's a big question. Not going to get into the politics. Bombs are being dropped.
Air is full.
The air is full. People are having to take alternate routes. From what I read, most teams have a couple different garage setups. Most teams have one or two or more, I should say. So hopefully they can figure out a way to go around. Every once in a while, you got to go around.
Get there.
They'll get there. It's fun to see the setup throughout the week. I've been seeing some videos of paint going on. It's just a very exciting time of year.
Yeah.
First race.
I think the anticipation is at the max.
It is. And here in the U.S., we get to watch it a day early than we normally get to watch it, kind of 11 o'clock at night here on the East Coast. So, yeah, it'll be fun. A lot of news coming out about Aston Martin. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think Alonso can run the whole race on his feet, but, at least he might get some laps in.
Hopefully. A couple. God. Dude.
I hope it's all fake. I really do.
Me too.
They just come out swinging, but.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to try. Run till the engine blows up. Who cares? I mean, obviously they care. They have, 4 for the year? And then they start taking penalties. I don't know.
If
you got to go. You got to go. You got to run it. You got to do it and figure it out later. As much as I say I don't care about Stroll, I don't. I just want Fernando to have a good car. And you can't have an Aston Martin with Adrian Newey at the helm not running a race, doing a couple laps and coming in and giving up.
Yeah, Alonso is going to be a prickly guy if he has to go through this whole season with shit. He's going to just come unglued.
Yeah, he's going to be grumpy. Real grumpy, Fernando.
Interviews will be fun.
Interviews will be excellent. Top notch. Great for the Drive to Survive. Little drama added for the Drive to Survive people. Yeah. I haven't watched any yet. Have you?
I have a couple episodes in.
Thoughts so far?
It's a little bit they try to put drama where drama isn't. I think my biggest takeaway from it is Zach Brown. Watching him, he seems like the type, like, he's successful and he did everything he did to get to where he is, but he just seems like a guy that when other people's body language around him don't look like they want to be around him at all, he just seems a little insufferable.
I get that. I get it. He is an American, after all.
Yeah.
Be a little over the top sometimes.
Sometimes if he would just be quiet and just enjoy the moment, it's like he's always in everybody's face trying to get their reaction. And it's like, they're like, okay, we get it. We're excited.
Yeah. I have to admit, I've been a really poor follower of Drive to Survive over the last like 3, maybe 2 seasons. What is this? Season 8 of Drive to Survive. Boy, when it came out, I was so excited. it was just it was so fun to watch. But back then I didn't follow Formula One like I do now. And even back then I was a fan. I watched most races. But now it's like, you know, almost all practice sessions, qualifying, any sprint race, any sprint qualifying, and you see a lot of what gets put out. You see a lot of the drama happen live. Um, and I totally agree. It feels like it's a little forced, a little fabricated, and you just lose interest. I remember watching it last year. I honestly don't even think I finished last year's season. I watched like
Yeah,
6 episodes, maybe.
a little bit like the housewives of Formula One drivers.
Right, right.
Of
And as much as I love Formula One, I really don't need to see inside these people's lives. I like the sport. I don't need to see what Pierre is doing on a weekend in California. I really don't.
working
It
out at a
seems
tennis court, playing tennis.
they love paddle. They really do.
They're like, "Can you guys talk about racing while you're out there playing tennis?
Yes.
Otherwise, we're just watching you play tennis. Like, you guys got to talk about racing. Talk about
And,
Max."
and we're watching you play tennis poorly most of the
Yeah,
time. It's not even good. A couple of them are decent golfers, which is
yeah.
cool. I like golf, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll dive into it over the next week or so with the excitement of being in a new season. When I'm bored some night, I'll throw it on. Recently, James Bond being on Netflix, all the Daniel Craig Bonds being on Netflix has taken my attention. But I'll switch over to Drive to Survive just to get a little feel of it.
Yeah, you can binge it.
Yeah, yeah. Fast forward through a few parts. Now, I will admit the racing sequences that they have on there, it is fun to see in a different light as opposed to what you see on TV during the race. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
They screw the sound up all the time. You're in the car and they're in a corner and it's you can hear the RPMs are just revved. And then it's like it comes, just like when you're watching it, it's like it's almost like they're trying to make more drama than what's needed. Like when you're doing the racing, just use the pure audio, it's like they're doing too much.
Like they're ramping up engine noise to make the situation more intense
Yeah.
when
And
you
like
could just keep
down
it down.
you can hear them. They're like going into the corner, and then it's like they're braking and downshifting. It's like that happened 2 seconds ago. Especially when they're trying to pass somebody, it's like you can hear that engine just revving up, and it's not real.
You think Netflix would have one person on staff
Somebody.
that's like, guys, this is wrong. This is incorrect. We need to fix this. Um, anybody, they have to have a couple racers on staff. You have to film something like that.
Or just a focus group to watch it and say, hey, like
Right, right,
it's like pumping audio into a football game or something.
right. Yeah,
They
very
don't
odd.
cheer. They don't cheer at the right time.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'll give that a watch. We can maybe touch on that next week.
Yeah, because I don't like the format either. You got 1 week to watch this,
Seriously.
and it's eight or I think there's 8 episodes, and they're an hour long.
Yeah. Who's got 8 hours?
Just yeah, give me a month.
Give me a month. Give me a month.
It's
100% agree.
2 episodes a weekend. I can do that.
Yeah. You think now that everything's on Apple TV, do you think that Drive to Survive survives?
Apple makes their own, and it's way
They
better.
might. They might. I'm excited. I'm excited for Apple TV. They have an opportunity, and if they crush it, it could be awesome.
Yeah,
They
I
got to
think
do it right, though.
yeah, for Formula One fans, it would be like Drive to Survive is more for like the wives and the kids. Where I think if you did a show, like even watching the first couple episodes of this season, like it reminds you of things that happen, like Hadjar crashing at Melbourne on the first race last year. I was like, huh, I totally kind of forgot about that. But you see these races and they do a good job of kind of doing like a nice highlight of the race and then all the big moments. And it's that's the fun part. And then it cuts to, somebody in the sauna. And
Valtteri probably.
yeah,
He loves that sauna.
he loves it, man. Oh, I bet he gets naked as soon as he gets out of the car. Like as soon as he can. It's like that UFC fighter that always takes his shorts off right after the fight. That's Valtteri.
Yeah. 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 It'll be interesting. I'll check it out so we can touch on it next
Yeah,
week.
I gotta get some time to watch it too. So no rush.
Excellent. Um, Melbourne predictions.
Yeah,
I know it's early, but
yeah.
you have
We'll know a lot at the end of the last practice.
yeah, I think so
A
too.
lot more than now.
Yeah. Carlos came out and said he was asked his prediction on championship winner this season. Have you seen this? He said, "Can I pick two?" The guy said, "Yeah, sure." Then he said, "Either George Russell or Max Verstappen." Maybe he knows something we don't. If there's anybody that knows something that we don't, it's a driver.
Yeah,
So I think everybody expects, obviously, with the whole compression ratio thing, that Mercedes is going to be out front. But I was a little surprised not hear Ferrari and Ferrari's name, a driver from Ferrari, either Charles or Lewis, that they're not up there as well. I just feel like they have something going. It'll be very interesting to see. But you're right.
you want them
Practice.
to have something going.
I for some reason I do. I don't know why. I don't like Ferrari. I
Yeah,
really don't. But I there's such
Leclerc's a
mystique.
very likable guy.
He is.
It's not
He
hard.
is. And it's one of those stories of the old boxer that used to be a champion that comes back into the ring and just gets beat to shit for 3-4 years. I feel so bad for Lewis. Since 21, it's just been can't do anything. And I don't know why I even feel bad. I shouldn't. He's a 7-time world champion. But I feel like maybe he deserves it. I don't even know. I that's not the right way to think about it, but that's kind of how I feel, and I want to see him do good. He did so well for so long, and I just remember that HAM at the top of the timing board. It's just been so sad to watch the downfall. And again, I'm not even a fan. I don't even care. I don't know why I want him
Yeah,
up there. Maybe it's
Ferrari.
just nostalgia.
They're like that team that if they do good, like the whole sport does good. So if Ferrari's doing good, the Tifosi are out just with flags everywhere. Like it's good for everything. So yeah, I like Ferrari. I always have. I was a big Schumacher fan, so that was kind of my team back in the day.
Yeah, and you see these names, you see these individuals go, you see Vettel go, You see Kimmy go to Ferrari, and you see Lewis go. Not good. Not good. So we'll see. I hope they're at the front. Uh, yeah. Carlos said George and Max. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
See what the deal is.
Leclerc's a little bit like George, where he's good and he's fast, but he makes those mistakes when you can't. Max doesn't make those.
George driving into the wall in Singapore with like a lap.
Yeah. Charles spinning out and crashing, leading the race. I think that was in Spain.
Yeah. Little stuff. And this car will be something else too, just in general, to tame and to learn how to drive for all these guys. It seems overly complicated with the all of the electronics. You watch some of these clips from the 90s and even early 2000s, and these guys had a steering wheel and a couple buttons, and they drove the car. Now it's like
Reaching down to shift.
reaching down to shift, all that stuff, and now it's all electronic. It's going to be a
Yeah.
different beast.
Well,
Not
the
saying
car's
it's bad, but
yeah, the car's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, so it might, in traffic handle a little bit better than it used to. So it might have good racing. That's what I hope.
yeah,
A little more to the go-kart style racing where you're kind of going back and forth instead of a big freight train.
yeah. All right, I'm going to throw one at you here. What's your good surprise for Melbourne?
Are we doing winners or good surprise?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I
What's your
my
we wake up Sunday morning and we're sitting there going, "Oh, that was great. That was good.
Yeah,
That was
I
great."
think if Hadger, and I'm just a big Hadger fan, and I don't know why, so I'm going to be a little bit biased, but I think if he's like a top 5 guy, I don't think it'll happen, but I think that it would be a good surprise. If they have a good car, if he can drive it, I think Max will be close to the top, and if he's good enough, I think he'll be right there, but there's a lot of good guys in front of him, but that would be my good surprise.
Excellent. My good surprise for the weekend will be that Aston Martin has a full weekend, and not just a FP1, 2, 3, qualifying 20th and 19th, but that they come out and they're a midfield car, something that they can work with.
If they actually just come out and shit the bed, that would actually be fun to watch too. You can't,
You're not wrong.
like, if they just can't do anything and they're just like out of everything, it would just be the biggest black eye to a team that spent so much money and have invested everything. It's like they're all in. And if they come out and Cadillac is ahead of them, that would be wild.
Yeah, we might be sitting there at 11:10 p.m. going, "Oh my God, they're going into the pits right now."
Like it's actually happening.
And
Oh my God.
are just following each other. Box, retire the car. It's really happening. All right, so my good surprise is changing. It's either
You see,
they
you
make
kind
it
of
a
want that.
race or they quit before it even starts. Oh God, I don't know.
That can't happen. I'm still on the side of I think they're just blowing smoke and
They're gonna come out and win it.
I no, not win it, but I could see Alonso because he's done this in the past in the first few races with Aston, especially where he's just strong. He's
Yeah.
top five.
Yeah.
He's a top five guy.
Yeah. In the 2023 season, he came out early with some good races. And I for sure thought that there was possibly something there. Yeah. Okay. So those are good uh, surprises. What's your bad surprise for the weekend? What's something that might go wrong aside from maybe Aston Martin?
That's what I was thinking, but um, I think the bad surprise would be that Red Bull is not as good as those like Mercedes and Ferrari. And I think the bad surprise for me would be that like one of those two teams or both of those teams just pull away and they're just night and day different than the other teams. Um, and if that happens, I think it'll kind of give you an idea what the whole season would look like. So I don't want that to happen. So I hope that that everybody's mixed in there. But my bad surprise would be these two teams are just far and away from the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think mine is in a similar vein. Not maybe not a single team like Red Bull, but I really hope it's not just a bore of a race where there's a team or two that are so far out front and that this is going to be one of those seasons. We touched on that a little bit in our last pod, but yeah, it's not great for the sport. These cars are supposed to be easy to follow, easier to race. Not sure it's going to be that way. That'd be frustrating as a fan. We want to see good racing more than anything. Those races that they're watching the midfield the entire time because there's no point in watching any of the top five drivers. Everybody's separated by 10 seconds. Leaders off 20 seconds in the distance, 30 seconds in the distance. It's no fun. It's no fun for
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah. You want some strategy. You want some
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah. We can always
Something to,
count on rain.
yeah, that would be fun. That would make the race. Yeah. You haven't seen the first episode, so I won't uh, wreck it for you.
Well, you can absolutely wreck it if you want.
So the first episode is about Melbourne last year, and it was
Yeah.
like the first rain race I think in 15 years, and it was just chaos. That was
It was.
just like if we just do that again this year, it would be beautiful.
Was that last year? Oh, it was Hadjar that you already mentioned.
Yeah, he crashed. Signs
It was in the
crashed.
safety car, wasn't it?
Yeah, that might have been. He might have crashed. No, he crashed before
Formation lap?
the formation lap. Yeah, before it even
Ah,
started.
I
And that was the thing I was
it's all
saying
coming back.
that I like about Drive to Survive is that it reminds you of what happened last year. That kind of you forget about.
Yeah. Years ago, when I was getting back into Formula One, maybe 2016, 17, 15, somewhere in there. I can't remember when. They had these really, really cool, I think it was on YouTube. And you would just type in the year and then Formula One recap. And they had like 2 hour long full season recaps where they would go through every race and tell you exactly what happened in the race. And they'd spend 10 or 15 minutes on each race. And then they'd bump through all the way through to the championship. They were so great to watch. Now, most of the information is gone. I don't remember a lot of it, but super fun to watch to get kind of back into F1 at the time. But yeah, one of those, if we could change Drive to Survive to something like that,
Be fun.
where it's 24 episodes of race recaps that are each like 30 minutes long, and give all the highlights of the race and maybe some practice and qualifying and stuff like that as well. That would be that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Showing the crashes in practice and the guys putting the car back together right before the race.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We want inside information. That would be cool if Apple could deliver on something like that, like a little bit more inside Formula One. And now I never, since we have it on TV and we get free practice, I never really got the Formula One app or went online and went to Formula One TV and did that kind of deal. Maybe they have a little bit more stuff like that, but that'd be really cool if they could get a little bit more into the weeds and learn us learn us on Formula One from the inside. It'd be great. All right, winner prediction. Who do you have?
It's hard to say, but I have George.
George winning
Yeah.
and podium.
I have Oscar second and Max third.
That's a good lineup. I also have George winning, and I have Charles coming in second, and I have Oscar coming in third. Max gets fourth, crashes out on the formation lap.
You don't like Lando?
He's all right. He's kind of whiny. No, he's fine. I don't know. I don't like to see the number one on anybody's car but Max.
Yeah.
A little bit of a homer. Like Max want him to win.
You have the
Yeah.
Ferraris.
Well, Charles in second, and then Lewis will put him in fifth behind Max. Yeah.
I see the Ferrari and there's something in me that just says that they'll botch it some way. They'll just mess it up.
Strategy wise,
Yeah.
you're right. They could be leading by 30 seconds, and it's anybody's race. Wets on when there's no clouds in the sky. You never know what Ferrari might do on the pit wall. But yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. A lot to learn, like you mentioned, from our practice sessions. So we'll be all eyes to the practice session over the next couple days.
They'll reveal a lot. I think we'll know a lot before the race on Saturday. Then I might have to change all my predictions. So
Yeah.
right now I think George with the Mercedes will probably be the strongest if he doesn't mess it up.
I don't know, dude. Ferrari has that little flap behind their exhaust, kicking exhaust up. You see that?
No,
Yeah.
giving him more under carriage downforce.
Yep. It's coming up. It's hitting the bottom of the wing, or kind of like right behind the wing, which they say is going to give him more downforce. So, be quick in the corners. They might be quick. That Australian heat.
If they don't mess up the strategy.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. Well, I think that's a good start. Good predictions.
Yeah, I think it's anyone's guess. I don't think. I just threw. Yeah, we'll probably look back at this and it'll be Lando up front and Kimmy second or something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Cadillac makes a run.
Yeah, they score points first race.
I'm just excited as well that we have the opportunity to get a ham bot ver on the timing board once again.
Oh,
just
what?
like we're back. Hamilton, Bottas,
Oh.
Verstappen.
That was
could see it.
for a long time.
It was that for a very long time. If we could get one race with that, the memes would be great.
Yeah.
People will cheer. It'll be all over the Formula One pages. Likelihood is pretty low unless everybody but Hambot and Verb hit,
Yeah,
and then they're out front.
you got to pray for rain.
That's it, man.
Everybody likes a rain race.
Everybody likes the ultimate equalizer. Brings everybody down to earth. Well, I say that, and then
And it
Verstappen doesn't
crashes.
love it.
Then it crashes half the cars. So
Right, right. And I always say, it's the ultimate equalizer as far as racing goes. But then Verstappen shows up at Interlagos and laps the entire field
this is everybody.
like 5 laps. So we'll see. No, good predictions. We will follow up with a post race. We're very excited for Saturday night. Check in after the race and see how we did.
Sounds good.
All right, pal.
All right. See you, Josh.